We are here for the Women's Elite Championship of the Cape Fear Sevens 2017 edition. I am Liz Entwistle of Stars Rugby Sevens here on our championship field, the blue field at Cape Fear Sevens. Wearing the purple and white is Nova 1, kicking off going left to right across your stream. Scion in the green and black going from right to left. These are two MAC Sevens foes. Scion and Nova playing against each other in their National Sevens qualifying matches, seeing each other at tournaments time and time again. These two teams came up against each other in qualifying rounds, pool play rounds here of Cape Fear Sevens. It was Scion that walked away 12-7 victors. There is no love lost between these two teams. Quite a rivalry brewing in the Virginia, D.C. area between these programs. Earlier we saw the Nova 2 team playing in the women's club final, falling to Raleigh Venom in a tightly contested match. We saw their counterparts, the Virginia Cardinal, just win the men's club division. Several players from the Nova area and colleges thereby. We see the kickoff here coming from Nova straight into the hands of the Scion in the green. The Scion are your 2016 Women's Club National Champions for USA Rugby Club Sevens. Going into the contact area there, a player to note wearing the number 4 jersey is Dana Miskisi. Played college rugby at Florida State University and then played for the USA Women's Sevens team. Number 2 on attack there was Asuka Kuje, Asuka from Japan. And she gets the ball off to Emily Fulbrook on the far side of the field. Emily Fulbrook wearing the number 8, originally matriculated at James Madison University. Played some college sevens, making the USA Rugby College Sevens National Championships back in Denver in 2015. Took a bit of time off from her university career and is currently going to PT school. So she strikes first. We are in the opening minute of play, and it is number 8, Emily Fulbrook of the Scion, dotting it down. We're going to see a conversion attempt coming back onto the field. Starting lineup for Scion does include that number 8, Emily Fulbrook, number 2, Asuka Kuje, number 4, Dana Miskisi, 7, Daz Williams, number 1 is Jade McGrath out of Boston College, number 5, Hannah Moran, number 9, Michaela Lowe is an matriculating rising freshman at Life University. Number 11, Kiki Morgan, a Brown alumni that is no stranger to the USA rugby scene. Number 12, Megan Gilmore of the Raleigh Venom side. And of course, Maggie Miles with this team as well out of Quinnipiac University. Not currently rostered for this match. A multiple-time national champion herself for the NCAA program at Quinnipiac. It is Nova on attack again in the purple and white. Ball finds its way into the hands of their number 9, Emily Blees, and finding its way all the way to the outside. What a fend, quite the stiff arm, and she tiptoes down the sideline. That is number 5, Peyton Morris. We see a fantastic tackle by Dana Miskisi, and Peyton manages to keep her feet in bounds as well as the ball in play. It is a turnover by Scion, and it is their number 11 coming away with the ball. So that was Kiki Morgan with a fantastic tackle and tracking. Emily Fulbrook with the ball in hand after the quick tack attempt. A bit of correction, that was number 3, Olivia Rasp from Temple. This is Emily Fulbrook with the ball in hand. Now, she has played for Nova when it comes to 15s and 7s, so playing for the Scion, one of the National Development Academies now. We see the poach attempt from Nova's side. Advantage being shown by referee Leah Berard. Leah, one of the most highly rated refs when it comes to USA Rugby, has spent some time refereeing as well on the world circuit. So a masterful control of the game. Ball out to Dana Miskisi in the first receiver position, finding its way out to Olivia Rasp in the number 3. The tackle attempt here from Nova, but is solid leg drive from Scion, keeping the ball alive. Miskisi again to the left side. A little bit of a misbounce pass. Asuka offloads out, number 11, Kiki Morgan. Kiki Morgan weaving and winding her way downfield. It is another try for Scion. 2 quick tries here in the first 2.5 minutes of play in the first half of play of this Women's Elite Championship. These teams found their way through semifinal matchups against the ARPTC out of Little Rock, Arkansas, the 2015 USA Sevens Club National Champions, and then with matchup again against 1823, a side based out of Ohio, a team that has been building their program over the last 3 years, yet to make it to the USA Rugby National Championships, but attempting this year with their strongest side yet to qualify out of Midwest action. Their players committing to an additional weekend of rugby here, driving from Ohio to Wilmington, North Carolina. The conversion kick is made. It is going to be Scion going up 14-0. We are 3 minutes into the opening half of play. So again, these are two teams that find themselves in the USA Sevens National Championship quite frequently. Nova with a huge tradition of success. We hear their full sideline bringing their support on the fields. Nova with 3 teams entered in the tournament, ranging from college rugby players to their experienced veterans. So cleanly taken by Nova off the kickoff by Scion. Fighting to the outside, and what a nice little burst of speed here. A solid step from the Nova, number 8, Erica Kavanaugh. And it's a penalty to Nova. It was Scion not releasing, not rolling away from the tackle. Nova with a quick tap attempt. This is Bree Kim with the ball in hand, the number 4 that's made her way into many national all-star championship camps. Played college rugby at University of Virginia, so hello to any of the Who's watching currently. But this time the ball goes the other way. It is Scion that comes away with the ball. And it's going to be a knock-on by Nova that is brought back for a scrum. This is going to be the first set-piece play that we see between these two teams. Nova, a team that is known for their mastery of the set pieces. Coach Dana Kruger drilling it into her women for the love of the line-out and the scrum. Scion with some formidable strength in their scrum as well. We see Aska that is lined up in the fly half position or first receiver position. Kiki Morgan outside of her and all the way outside on the wing, a substituted player for the Scion team. It is Nova that comes away with the ball, winning their set piece. Ball in the hands of number 6, Lauren Heck. She is still balling with 2 kids, and they are the best. We saw her with her son applying liberal amounts of sunscreen here in this warm summer weather. Bree Kim, ball in hand again for the Nova team. Doesn't quite find its target. It was Ariel Johnson, wearing number 2. That was the intended receiver. Ariel and Bree, often teammates for the Atlantis Sevens program, a representational team, celebrating over 20 years of Sevens development work, founded by Emil Cygnus, the emperor of all Sevens, based in Philadelphia, but with players from all around the country. We have a scrum right on the 22. It is going to be a put-in for Nova. So Bree Kim with the number 4. The Atlanta Harlequins cheering on their friends from Nova. Keita Sutton yelling to go weak. The space is open on the field. We see a bit of a split backs formation, so we have options to either way, just looking to open up space. So here it is with the weak ball. Erica Kavanaugh with a break. She gets it off to a number 9, Emily Blees. The ball being kept alive, fighting for the try, and it is dotted down. A team try by Nova. You have got to love the action coming from the forwards in the scrum, out to the backs doing the work, fighting for their ground. Good play by that Nova team. The weak side was there. The split backs formation worked off of the scrum. It looks like we may have a minute on the field, though. That was quite a contest to get the ball grounded for the try. We're going to see Bree Kim, the number 4 for Nova, attempting the drop kick conversion attempt. I saw one of Bree Kim's best kicks ever when we were in Tobago in 2015. She slotted a conversion from the far sideline that got Nova's the extras then. They don't quite come today. It is going to go into halftime, 2 tries to 1. Scion leading Nova 14-5. And this women's elite final, that's exactly the way that Nova wants to end this first half of play, getting their first points on the board. A tightly contested match, but it is Scion with the all too important conversions with a 9-point lead. I am Liz Entwistle of Stars Rugby Sevens. We'll be back with the second half in just a moment. We are coming back for the second half of action in this women's elite championship match. The Scion in green and black kicking off left to right across your screen to Nova in the purple and white. It is Scion currently leading 14-5. They put up 2 tries courtesy of their blazing speed on the outside. Nova battled back with a try of their own to end the first half of play, scoring off of a beautiful set piece with their split back formation going to the weak side, fighting their way downfield. Scanning across the field for any substitutions, I do see
another request for the beautiful, creative, always hilarious
a sub on here for Nova, wearing the number 10 jersey is Kayla Cook. A shout out to Kayla's number 1 fan, her guinea pig Snickers. Kayla played her college rugby at James Madison University, has played with Nova since for 15 and 7s both. Has played both with and against the Stars Rugby 15s team and the Capital Selects matchup we have each January. Several of these players participating in other representative rugby. There's a good carry here by Kiki Morgan out of Brown University, coached by Kathy Flores, our former USA coach. So skilled players all around when it comes to this women's rugby contest. Dana Muskizi with the ball in hand, tackled well by her opposite, number 4, Bree Kim. Aska gets the ball out wide. This is number 5 for the Scion. Hannah Moran from Lindenwood University. She is a rising sophomore. Lindenwood, of course, our 2017 USA Rugby Women's College Sevens National Champions, runners-up in the CRC contest. And we have a minute here on the field as Nova hooker Ariel Johnson gets her bearings. Look at this beautiful low driving form here from both these teams in the scrum. Fantastic setup, good strength, good power, good pressure here from Scion scrum half Dana Muskizi. Bree Kim able to get off a bit of a bounce pass, finds the ball into the hands of Emily Blees wearing the number 9, and now taken into contact and stolen by the Scion. A solid steal, that was Aska with the steal into the hands number 1 for the Scion, Jade McGrath of Boston College. And now it's Kiki Morgan with yet another try. Kiki Morgan, the speedster for the Scion team. The Brown University alum finds a way to the outside. Scion's 3rd try of the match. We are in the first 2 minutes of play in the second half of action in this women's elite final. And these two teams did face off in pool play. It is a new championship match. Last year it was Scion against ARPTC. ARPTC walked away as victors in last year's edition of this tournament. They played in the 3rd place matchup today against 1823 out of Ohio. See another substitute coming on for Nova. It is Nicole Benedetti, the college All-American Sevens player out of Westchester University in Pennsylvania. Nicole commutes between a job at Target and her practices on her Harley Davidson. We'll see if she can bring some of that badass biker babe vibes here on the field. It is Benedetti with the ball in hand, wearing the number 3 strip. She dummies a little bit of a pass. What a line! Ariel Johnson running a fantastic switch, finding her way upfield. Nova maintaining possession of the ball. The hands of their number 7, Kelly Frank.
Knocked in there by Nova, and Scion in the green shirts will be put into the upcoming scrum.
A little bit of a knock on. It will be a scrum to Scion. So again, referee Leah Berard setting her mark. And a couple other player changes here. Coming on for Nova, wearing the number 1 is Megan Atkins. She is a mom, one of a couple of moms on this Nova team. Beautiful twins, a boy and a girl. So bringing her strength to the scrum. It is a put on by Scion. Scion set up with split backs this time. Aska straight back in the fly position, going to the weak side. She has Emily Fulbrick outside of her, and Emily running the switch line. Benedetti in position to tackle her, but doesn't quite get it. She is brought down instead by Bree Kim. Scion with numbers to the far side of the field, and a fantastic shoot. Ariel Johnson and her defense has been clutch so far. Great lens on offense and a great shoot on defense as well. Ball in contact in the hands of the number 1, Jade McGrath for Scion, finding its way outside again, recycling through the play in the set pieces. Kiki Morgan with the ball. Aska's outside of her. Aska for taking contact and going to ground. And it is Nova that is zeroing out at the ruck. So by playing a little bit of less numbers and less bodies in the rucking situations, Nova is trying to get the next phase of play. What they were able to do here is drive Scion back about 10 meters from that gain line. So by seating the ruck, they were able to get the next phase of play. Scion doing well to maintain possession of the ball. Number 5, Hannah Moran getting the ball out for Scion. Scion looking to see if they can get it wide. They do have Emily Fulbrick on the outside. Inside of her is number 3, Olivia Rask. And Nova reads the play. Nova on a counter downfield. Nova's number 5 is tackled from behind by Emily Fulbrick. Her support is there in the form of Nicole Benedetti. Number 5 from Nova does the work. Peyton Morris with the breakaway. Peyton Morris with the offload. Benedetti in support. And Peyton Morris gets the try. We are at 19-10. Nova trailing Scion, pending the conversion kick. A valiant attempt at the tackle, Emily Fulbrick getting the ball carrier, but fantastic support from this Nova team. We're about halfway through the second half of action. About 3 minutes left to go. And we're going to see a minute on the field as Emily Fulbrick is attended to. So the tactical substitutions from this Nova team paying off as Benedetti is able to get herself into the action. And again, we'd like to point out the fantastic work by Ariel Johnson on defense. Ariel with her shooting tackle, able to create a turnover. Good sevens. We see tries from turnovers. And the sideline is loving it. Nova with their 3 women's teams here this weekend. We see the Olto women from Charlotte on the bench as well, watching the elite level contests. A lot of South and MAC Rugby here at the Cape Fear Sevens tournament. It is going to be Nova kicking off to Sion as soon as play resumes. Number 4, Brie Kim with a drop kick. She's a precise kicker. She's going to put the ball up and see if her team can get a contest and recover the ball themselves. We saw in earlier matches 2 teams that have put a lot of defensive pressure, so they're letting their opposition catch the ball cleanly in order to make the devastating tackles. We've got the clock back on. Play is resuming.
Off we go, it's a high kick. Has it gone 10? Doesn't look like it. It's gone 10. Sion
The ball is played by Sion. Brie Kim's bouncing kick. So we see the pass, Dana Muskiezy out to Hannah Moran. Again, the sophomore out of Lindenwood University. She is supported in the ruck with Kiki Morgan, the alumna of Brown. The ball distributed by Dana Muskiezy to the outside. It is Aska outside again.
Is taken to touch. She's in play.
Ball in the hands of the Sion number 3, Olivia Rasp from Temple.
Again, shooter from Nova.
Another younger player. Several of these teams have come with younger rosters than we might typically see at the tournament due to the Women's Rugby World Cup taking place in Ireland later in August of this year. Yesterday, it was the USA Women scrimmaging against the Women's Premier League All-Stars. USA Rugby came away with a 50-0 victory, but these teams, like Sion and ARPTC, that are heavily populated with their National Development Academy players that are skilled, are seeing changing, younger, more developmental rosters this year than they have in years past. Nova does well. Nicole Benedetti again receiving a nifty offload from Peyton Loris. Peyton, the try scorer earlier. She is supported now in contact by Emily Blees and is going to a penalty to Sion. Nova not releasing, so Nova able to find their way downfield to relieve some of the pressure as they were playing outside of their 22. And that is the game. It is going to be Sion as your Cape Fear Sevens champions. Women's Elite Division, 19-12. Sion over their foes, Nova. Another close match. It was 12-7 in pool play, 19-12 here. Credit to these teams and their coaches, Dana Kruger out of Nova, Joanne Liu out of Sion. Fantastic for women's rugby, especially developing so many young players on the pitch. We'll be back in just a few moments with the men's elite final taking place between the Charlotte Rugby Club in orange against Old Tow wearing the blue and white.